Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ostron and we are back with StarRupture. We are currently on the latest January 2026 version of the game, and for today's episode we are going to do a few things. First, I'm going to give you guys kind of a quick tour of the base and kind of how I have everything set and flowing right now. We are pretty much at the end game content, so we've unlocked all of the final items pretty much, and just really have like the LEM modules and I think a backpack upgrade to unlock at the moment. I think I have all of the main equipment. So, oh wait, there is a storage that we need to unlock. So if we go into, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons, go into our thing here, we unlocked the version 2 wind turbine, which gives us 2,000 megawatts of power. And I have a couple of those set up way over there in the distance. And then we also unlocked, man, I keep hitting the wrong key. What is it? The multi-storage. So I haven't used this yet. I've been trying to figure out a way to use this and how we can use it. There are some definite limitations to this. I kind of experimented with setting it up over here on the base, the main base, and I tied it into one of the lines, and it pretty much just kind of wiped out my whole base. It stopped production, like dead stop on everything. It like flipped out all of the machines. I think because it's a multi-storage, so it basically stores everything, and so all of the machines that have like an excess of materials in it, so some of these are just sitting at 100 capacity on their storage limit, and they're just kind of slowly feeding items out as other machines request whatever they need. And so as soon as I connected that multi-storage, all of the machines on the whole base started feeding to it and clogged up the whole line. So I had to go section by section by section. I think it probably took, a whole hour to basically unclog the whole thing and remove the multi-storage. And so I've tried experimenting with it in other places, but I'll hook it up in a different spot and I'll show you guys kind of like what I mean. I think there are some adjustments that need to be made to it, basically the ability to set limits and quantity, and maybe specify which items it can store instead of just everything. So I don't know. I don't see a huge use for it. I was hoping that we could use it as a type of all-in-one buffer, but since we can't really regulate what it's receiving and and how much of it, it just tends to fill up with all of one item, whichever is moving the fastest. So I'll show you guys a little bit what I mean about that here in a minute. But yeah, and then the other thing, I'm going to experiment with some mods, or a mod basically, that I've been using to kind of help with quality of life on some things. It basically can give a speed boost. It can allow us to go into the radiation zone. It can give us some extra jump height, and can make us like impervious to radiation and heat and survive the rupture if we really wanted to. And so I'll show you guys that here in a minute once we go through the base. But I want to just kind of go over a few things here. So let's go down at the bottom. I have a ton of these extra storage containers because I had to like dump, look at this whole row over here. I had to dump all of these off the rails because they've been clogged up. So right now everything's back to flowing smooth. But we can see here where we're at on our corporate payloads that we have been delivering. And if we look, we have this LEMs right here. I haven't really been focusing on the future health solution one that much, but I do have it, doing some stuff with the liquid helium. And then we have these LEM modules, which is the last tier level of these. And then these LEMs, which these are, I'm not really crazy about, so I haven't really been putting a lot of effort into those. The backpack upgrade would be nice, but we just got this ability to do the laser emitters, so been kind of focusing on that one. And then this one was one that I've been focusing on the most, which is Clever Robotics, which gave us the multi-storage. And then we have expandable storage right here. So I'm curious to see what this is and how it compares to the other storage, if it's any different or if it's just a larger storage, which that basically seems what it is. But man, we got to get up there on points and stuff, so it's going to take a while. I could use one of these mods and kind of cheat and hack all this stuff, but I kind of like doing it the hard way. My base is definitely not perfect, but it is running everything, and it's running like basically without having to do anything. We are producing all of the materials and all of the items that the game has. It's just kind of slow, so it just depends. Like I can speed up, you know, one, if I focus on certain things. So I'll show, go back and I'll show you in a second what I mean by that. But basically all of these machines are, you know, producing materials like this on a regular basis and just as fast as they can go. I could double up on all of these, but that means I have to kind of double up on everything on the base over there. So I just have everything kind of coming in and doing its thing. So these are super slow. Basically takes hours and hours and hours. And I'm not kidding when basically it literally takes probably about 10 hours of game time to get one of these things to finish, if we just do it with one of these units going and supplying the stuff. Matter of fact, I actually have them turned off at the moment. So if I come over here and turn all of them back on, they should start receiving their items. So you can see right there's some coming in, and we can get these firing back off here. So there you go. I don't know why I had them turn them off. I think, I don't know, I was messing around with something, so I needed to collect. I think I needed one part to, like the liquid, this one here, the liquid helium, which takes a lot of these hardening agents, and there's a lot of things that take hardening agents, so I was having to double up on all of those things, and I was expanding certain sections of our production on the main part of the base over here. So let's do this. Let me show you guys this mod real quick, because it's going to kind of help show you guys some of the things that I need to show you. So basically the mod is, I'll put a link to it. It's called Wand or Wand, I don't know, W-A-N-D, however you want to say it. And that's their website. It's like the Nexus mods. I know a lot of you guys are familiar with Nexus mods, and there are several mods on the Nexus platform, but I don't use those because a lot of them are somewhat game breaking. Not all of them, but there are many of them that when you start building stuff using those particular mods and then the devs do an update, it pretty much messes up that save of your game, or you know, you end up having to redo or undo all the stuff that you made with that mod. So there are things like greater storage mods and the ability to go unlimited height on these pillar mods, and you know, build platform mods and things like that. But I'm just doing everything in basically vanilla mode, and the wand mod basically allows you to do everything without breaking the game, and you can turn it on and off at any point, and it's not like an install kind of thing or any of that. It's basically just a hotkey that you can press and you can turn it off. So I have it on like it's Alt W, and this brings up the mod, and you can basically give yourself infinite health, which I do kind of turn on now, because when I jump in the air, if I go too high, I will die. When you come back down, you can increase your mining boost, you know, or your mining capabilities, but I don't really, I'm kind of through with mining everything. And so I guess that's helpful if I need to go collect a bunch of like meteor hearts and stuff like that, but I've kind of already done all that. So I may do that and use that for the next time I upgrade a base. And then you can give yourself unlimited items, but I haven't really played with this one. I don't really know what that means exactly. I guess if you turn it on, you can get unlimited items. You can set item amount, which seems like this. I guess you can put an item in your #1 slot and set it to a certain amount. Is that what we're doing here? I haven't actually used most of these. I've mainly just been using the speed speed boost. So it says slot 1, and let's just say Goliath. Is that what that is? I have a Goliath bio fat. Okay. And then set item slot. Let's just do 200. Okay. So does that work? I don't know. Some of these mods are, you know, a little weird. Oh, it did work. Okay. So there we go. All right. So this one, like I just kind of figured out this particular mod on this game. So, yeah, but all right. So cool. So we have 200 of those. So that's a good way to get yourself some experience. And then you have, I guess, so I guess you can just do your experience multiplier here. You don't even have to do that. And then you can set your data points. So I'm assuming you can increase your data points over here and give yourself experience. But I believe we're already maxed out on all of our experience levels.
Activity detected.
Uh-oh.
I recommend finding a safe place.
So yeah, if we go here, let's go inside here. Yeah, we're at max XP on everything as far as the game goes. They cap the game at 45, level 45. So that's as high as you can go. So anyway, that's not a big deal there. And let's see what else we got. We have no weapons overheating, no reload, no recoil, reduce spread. All right, so those are your weapon modifiers. I haven't really used any of this stuff. I like playing the game as it's intended. The only thing I've been using is the speed boost. So I like the speed boost thing. I've been running at about 4 and then running the jump height at 2.5. So that gives us a higher jump, kind of like lowers the gravity. And then you have a double jump. We can go up a little higher, like so. So that allows me to get up here. Although I have a ramp that I put over here, and then I actually had a ramp that went down, so I don't know what happened to it, but I had a ramp that went from here down over there, but I guess I had to move it because I ended up doing something else over here. So let's see. Yeah, all right, well, I'll worry about that later. But anyway, so I've been using the boost jump thing to get up here so I can set these, because I needed to make these little crazy applicator things, and that was crazy right there, to increase production all the way at our advanced thing. Now this is pretty cool because I do have over here, we have the infinite health turned on, so we're about to get wiped out with the wave. So we can, oh my gosh, jumped really high. So we can sit here and watch this happen, and we get to see what this looks like and not actually die. So let's watch. It's pretty cool.
The planet is being incinerated.
Like after this effect, the way everything looks right now, it's pretty crazy. So it's trying to kill us, but because we have infinite health, we're okay. But look at that, man. That looks cool. And you can cruise around like this until the planet cools off. Now, somebody on another YouTube channel that I saw, or a short, I'm not really sure, showed me that you can go ahead at this point and save your game right now. I mean, obviously you want to go inside or something, and if you're not using this mod, but in just a normal Rupture event, you can be inside your habitat and you can save the game and then reload it, and all of your machines will be instantly cooled down and they'll start working. So right now I can actually go and save. So we can see I got 75 hours on this sucker. Let's go ahead and save the game. I'm going to overwrite that, and we'll come back. I'm going to quit the main menu, and then we're going to come back. Now, the cool thing about this particular mod is that it stays active as long as you don't close out the game completely. So we're going to reload, come back in, load again, and then we're going to come right back into the game. Okay, so we're back in the game, and the mod is still active, so that's cool. I can turn it off at any time and die, but now you guys can actually see all of the machines are working. We don't have to wait for any base cooldown or anything. So even if you're on a base that is like a level 1 base, like all of these over here, holy moly, way over here, this is a level 1 base right there, and it is completely cooled down and everything is functioning over here, and all the lines are green. So that's a pretty cool tip. I'm sure the devs will fix that. But you guys can see how handy this speed boost is, and this jump, you know, allows us to get around quickly. I kind of hope that they add something like this, like an LEM module to increase running speed, to be able to run maybe not this fast, but and you can go, we can go faster. So there is, you can go to like all the way up to 5 really. I think 5 is basically the max. But I kind of find 5 a little weird. You can also turn on instant acceleration, but instant acceleration's kind of more difficult, because if you're trying to like place down things, it's like, oh my gosh, you know, you're like trying to focus on the ground and position yourself to put down an item or whatever, or build, and it's wonky. So I don't really like it at that speed. You can also turn the jump up to, you know, 5 as well, and you can really go extremely high up in the air. Like, holy moly. So we're coming back down, I think. Yeah, here we go. But yeah, 5 is a little much on the jump, so I like to just play with that one at about 2.5 on here. Oh, there is a no fall damage. I forgot that's a new thing. So this thing regularly updates too, and they will add other things. So this one is new. I forgot there was no fall damage, which makes it nice. So anyway, so this is basically how the base is running. Everything's kind of slow right now. I guess it's slow because everything was stopped from the initial part of the Rupture event. If we go over here, so let's run, let's go jump over that little thing, and let's go, oh my gosh, I have all these weird placed lines. I have a lot of lines that are doing things. If we take a look over here, we can jump up and we can go into this mode here and jump up high, and we can see ourselves floating in the air. But basically on our base, we have down here, this is all of our initial basic material production. This is our kind of like mid-level production of items, like, I don't know, like level 3 items or level 2 items, and then we have like level 3 over here, and then over there are pretty much the in-game items that require basically these things right here, the compounder and the assembler, yeah. So that makes all of these materials right there. Same thing for that. Oops, didn't mean to select that. So, now we can, there we go. And then over here is our glass production with some backup of some cargoes that are producing or actually delivering the materials to make more glass. And then I have glass being sent over onto this section. And then I am using the other second level function, I guess. I don't know. This is a lot of people on YouTube have figured out ways to make multi-tiers, 3 levels tall. And I've got it to 1 level. I haven't really tried to expand to 2 or 3, or 3 levels, but I needed some space over here to add one of these things to produce some materials to feed into one of these machines over here to boost one of the in-game items over there. So that's kind of like why I have this. The same thing for that one over there. It's making those applicators so that we can make more of the advanced materials over there. Because some of these advanced materials that are way over there, they basically will require some items over here, and it's just, it gets to be a logistical nightmare in a sense. But I feel like, the base is running pretty good on everything, and it's slowly, firing things off into orbit and getting us where we need to get to. It's just going to take a long time. And then you can't really tell right now until the planet repairs itself, but we do have the new wind turbines over there, and this is all of our calcium over here. I have a defense base over by the monolith, and we're going to activate that again too, and before we go over into the radiation zone. And we'll wait till the planet like repairs before we go to the radiation zone. And then we have a backup base over there, which is basically making all of the base materials like we have over here. So all of like the level 1 and 2 materials that our base is making in this section, I have a duplicate copy over there, and all of those are running to these drop-off little receiver drones right here, and they're storing them into containers. And so if I need an extra line of material, then I'll feed it directly from here back into our like main system via this kind of a, I don't know, a kind of a bus system in a sense. And over here is our sulfur. So we have our sulfur, and all of these are divided. All of these main sections right here are divided by walkways. So you can see there's a walkway that goes right there, and a walkway that goes right there, and that basically caps off this whole section as its own individual section so that we don't have any lag issues. And then there's a walkway that goes right there. You guys can see that walkway. It's a different material. If I go down, this is a walkway, and these are regular walkways. So this walkway path basically divides this whole center section, and then same thing over here. There's another walkway that splits this whole section down, and so this is all one section, this is all another section over here, and then that whole section is divided as well, and then all of these are all divided. If you get too big and you add these, connect all these together, then the system lags like crazy every time you build something or place something down. The game doesn't really lag or anything like that. It's just only when you're putting an item down, it'll like hang up by 10-15 seconds sometimes. It just depends on, I guess, the speed of your computer. So so that's basically an overview of the main base over here. And we go over this way, you can kind of cruise down over here, and we kind of still get a little bit of lag as we go into each section. So I think it's because it's rendering like all of these lines. You know, once you get a certain distance away, those items like disappear, you know, and you don't really see them doing anything. See, they're gone right now. But then when you come in, they like render in, and then it kind of lags for a second. But over here, golly, excuse me, I'm still getting over my cold that I've had, so I am still like crazy congested. So I'm sorry if I start hacking up a fur ball here in a second. But yeah, let's remove these lines. I clogged this whole system up, and this happened because, like I was saying earlier, when you put in the multi storage thing, it goes crazy. Let me clear this line real quick. I wish there was a way to clear the whole line. Like I appreciate they actually have a take and take all, but it's only on the length of the connected line. I wish it would do like you could clear the whole system, you know? That would be really cool. I don't know, maybe they'll add that feature. But let me clear all this up real quick. I got the
Arcadia 7 has finished regenerating.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so I have the lines cleared now, so now it's just doing its normal little production thing that it's been doing. So let's go ahead and put down a storage thing. We'll do the multi-storage, and we're gonna stick it right here. Put it right there. And then I have a line, so all of these should go. So we'll do this. We'll just plug this in to right there, and then watch what happens to this system. So everything's like running all nice and fluid, and we have, you know, a nice little bus system, you know, managing all the lines and all the throughput of everything. And then we have these delivery systems over here doing whatever they need to do. And then in the back we have like tons of ammo and wolfram being made that's being sent over to our other base. So if we connect this line, bam, watch this. You guys can see, oops, yeah, now we can come down and you guys can see like, oh shoot, well, I was trying to jump up, and there we go. You guys can see, like, see it's dumping everything out of all of these machines at once. And see what happens? Everything just instantly starts backing up. So once that thing fills up, it's gonna back up, you know, and I don't really know if there's a way to manage it right now. Plus, if we come over here to this, there's no way to regulate. Like, maybe I don't want all of these tubes, and maybe I want more, you know, stabilizers or something. I'd like to be able to right click and say, like, if I hit the request limit, I don't know, it just gives me an option of 0 and 1. So I don't know what that means. What, if that's like 0 is none, 1 is of that item. I really don't understand what the 0, 1 thing means. But if I say request, see, we get this option right there. And there's only this option or that option. I don't know what that means. So I know if I select it, then this whole thing stops and it freaks out. So I don't know if it's just on this thing, you know, what the deal is. There are on some other areas, like on these, we can hit limit. Oh, great, we're saving. There we go. So here we can say I want a package size limit, and maybe I only want to send the drone every 50, you know, units that we get instead of 100. You know, I don't know what purpose that serves at the moment, besides just making deliveries a little quicker, but that may be the only option for that. I don't know if you guys have any ideas on that, and I'd like to hear your ideas on the multi-storage, on ways to use this, because see, what's happening right now is that because we're producing these tubes so fast, it's what's filling up the most right now. And you know, I would like it to have, you know, I'd like to be able to like limit, like say I want one row of certain item, another row of another item, and then that would make more sense. And then we can have this as an output on, you know, on the other sides of it, feeding to, you know, other machines, so this is kind of becomes like a like more of a buffer in a sense, and it can store all of these items. You know, I don't know, but you guys have other ideas on this, that would be great. I would like to hear your thoughts on how to utilize the multi-storage. So, all right, we are on a new Rupture day, so we have a fresh new environment, and let's go over here, and while we're at it, let's run our I guess gauntlet of sorts, and let's see what we can do. Let's see, because last time I ran it, this whole system annihilated anything that came through. But I was thinking about, what if we turned all of these off, all of these little guys off, and just let the big turrets, you know, take care of business basically, and see if, you know, what kind of difference these guns make, because they do help quite a bit. These are more accurate, and I think they may even do a little bit more damage, but they don't fire as quickly. So these fire like a ton, so that's why we have storage connected to them. So we have all this storage, and then it feeds into these as it goes through, because this will chew through 1,200 rounds of ammo real quickly. This does not chew through the ammo nearly as quickly, but I feel like it's more powerful or more accurate. I'm not really sure which of those is a true statement, but I feel like that is, you know, the situation there. I'm going to leave these on back here in case bugs sneak around to the backside, and then I guess I think I have to load up all of that. So I know I have the speed run thing on, so I'm sorry if it kind of throwing your eyeballs out, but let me drop all these down. And I'd appreciate a hotkey to drop all this mess too. You know, that would be like a great little thing. You know, to be able to just instantly drop all those things using a hotkey. Okay, so I think over here, yeah, we have all these. So let me grab all these things real quick. All right, got the items that we need to unlock this thing. Can I scoot around the back side of this? Here we go. And let's put in all of these and all of those. Can I get out of here? Yeah, there we go. Just jump over the top like so. Oh shoot! Actually, I have to enable it. So I wonder if I could do it from up on top here. We could just come on. Not hit that. There we go. So yeah, so we can watch the show from up here and see what happens. We'll put our gun up, and you can hit F1. I don't know if you guys noticed, but you can remove your HUD and hit F1 to make your HUD nice and clean. And I think you can still access things. Maybe not. Oh, I guess we need our HUD. Yeah, I guess we need it. Okay, so let's do the upgrade, and we're gonna see what the heck happens here. So we'll get out of there, and now I'll hit F1. Okay. Now let's see what happens. It is upgrading, right? Okay. There it goes. Let's check out and see how well this defends our base. A lot of you guys still suggest surrounding it, but I just don't know if you need all those resources if you know which direction they're going to come from. But we know they're coming this way, so... Okay, that did pretty good. Look at all the ammo coming in. Alright, that's working pretty good. Uh-oh. That's some sneak dudes over there. Okay. Alright, pretty good. I see our ammo production down there is running pretty good. Alright, we're on the third wave already. Now we should have Goliath kick in on the uh-oh. We got some bugs coming in on that side. Oh, they're making it. Uh-oh. They are getting, they're starting to corrupt some of our, it worked. Okay, just barely. So those little guns do make a difference. Now we should have some Goliaths here. Yep. So they're going over there. Alright. Oh, man. That was, they do not hold up well to the Gatling turrets or whatever you call them. I keep calling them Gatling guns, but yeah, they got their butt kicked. All right, cool. So they didn't last hardly any amount of time. Can I get that? I don't know if I need that. We have like 200 of them now. So, okay, base core secure. Nice. So that worked out pretty good. Now, one thing, there is a Nexus mod that will remove the sound of these things, because the sound does get kind of annoying when you have a bunch of them. You know, so it doesn't really bother me that much because I'm not really around them that much. But I guess over at our main base, they can cause a, issue over there. But still, it doesn't seem to bother me too much. So anyway, cool. Well, there's another round for that. So let's head over to our main base, and then we're going to go check out the radiation zone. So we're back here at the main base now. And so we're going to go check out these rock structures right there. And then we're going to take a look at that crazy looking claw thing over there. Then there's a facility somewhere over in, I don't know where it's at, but there is another facility. So if I come down, let's go ahead and drop down. We're going to go to our mod. I'm going to jump this up to 4. And then let's go ahead and jump super high here. Like this. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so right over there is a base. I don't think that is anything that's in the game yet. And then there is another one over there. And then there is another structure right there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. We'll try to take a better look at it. But there are these structures right there. Look pretty interesting. I don't remember those from the playtest. So I'm kind of curious to check out this whole area over here, because there was some kind of dome thing that was in the playtest that we were able to get to. I think it's over there somewhere. I'm not sure. So we're going to go take a look at it. We're going to take a look at this, which I believe is another resource. And then there are some structures right there and some way over here that we can take a look at that are another type of resource. Now, there is a safety zone. So if we look on the map, let's get down from here and we'll look on the map and we're going to explore. We're going to explore this area over here and then maybe this area there. And then over here, I already have a base set up in what I'm calling the safety zone. Now, I think this is probably might be the first zone that opens up when the devs release new content for this. And the reason I say that is because this whole area right here, I wouldn't say it's this big or not or whatever, but is not radiated. There is a radiation barrier and there is also a death barrier too. So I guess what I mean by that is there is a radiation zone that will radiate you, but even if you can get through the radiation, there is another barrier that just causes instant death no matter what. And you'll hear it happen. But since we have infinite health on, then it's not going to affect us. Now let's go over here, and right now I can actually turn off. Well, I don't know if I can turn off infinite health. Let's go ahead and turn it off, see what happens, see if we die. I'm going to leave no fall damage on. We're going to leave our speed boost on. But I do have a portal set up over there in what I call the safety zone. Right now it's the radiation zone. So let's go ahead and just teleport there and see if we die. I haven't actually tested this out. Okay. We are here and it is spawning in. So I don't see that we're dying. So that is good so far. But there is a zone. Let's go ahead and I'm just going to do a quick save. All right, so in case I die, but we can cruise around. Like, I don't have any of the mods enabled. None of the mods, like I could turn on no radiation drain or whatever, no toxicity, all that stuff, but none of that is turned on. And as we come over here, see where we can experience radiation just like normal, and we'll start getting damaged. I'm curious to see if we're going to run into one of those death zones over here. So we're just going to like kind of run around. I'm going to turn down the speed. Let's go to like 3. Yeah, there we go. That way, this way we can get around kind of quickly without it looking crazy on the screen. Here's some water. So this whole little area is a little safety area. And I haven't seen any bugs. I do know there are some bugs over here. So we can kind of like cruise around and check out the area. Oh, there are these. So I don't know what this is, but there are these. I'm not sure if there's supposed to be something here. Maybe one of the map stations. But
I need water.
Oh my gosh, we've still got water issues. I can turn off hunger and water and all that, but I'll just leave it on. Why not? So this, if I step into this, we will fall straight down somewhere. But these are like weird little islands down there. So I don't know. And that seems like that's a reflection of that, or maybe the bottom of that. I don't know. It's very weird. You know, it's like almost a duplicate of that, but not. So I don't quite understand. You guys see what I'm seeing? It's a little weird. So like those are trees. Are those what those are over here? I don't know. Let's go check it out. Go check out these trees. Okay. So these are just our normal little tree bugs and little flowers. So we're just cruising around. Like this whole area is safe, and we have these. So this looks like this might be where there might be a monolith, maybe. So maybe, or some kind of impact thing that may be new in the game that's coming up. I don't know. And then let's cruise over here. This is an open field. Nice little pretty area. And you guys can see we're far on the side of this over here. See, we're way up in this area now. And looks like there's a radiation barrier over here. We may die. So still have our super jump on. Okay. So that's radiation, and that's radiation. All right. And let's just go this way so we can kind of get an idea of how far the radiation area is. But this kind of gives you an idea of, like, you know, there is ooh, yikes. Uh-oh. Okay, get out. Okay, there we go. Sheesh. All right, so, but yeah, this like gives you an idea that there is a bit of a safety area that might be what opens up in the game first. You know, like this, I feel like this is going to be the first area that opens up, you know? And this is where I was trying to get to previously, because I could see what I was seeing is like there's this field right there of radiation, and see this whole area is clean, and then there's another radiation barrier over there. So when you're on the other side of this, like right here, you can kind of see that there are two radiation things. If you're on top of like one of these mountains, you can see, and then if you use your drone, you can see a little better by looking. You can see that there's like a clean spot, I guess, a spot that isn't like green, because you know once you go into the green area, it gets kind of weird. So I don't know. So like if I come over here, see, I feel like we just crossed an area. Oh, yep. Okay, but see how it's green in our vision, but now it clears up. So it's like that too over there. So you can see that there is like green mist and fog. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, when you come up higher, you see there's mist and fog right there, but right there in the middle, there's not any. And then over there by the tower thing, there's not any. So that tells me that that's a clean area that doesn't have radiation right there. And so we can test that out by going into this, turning on our health deal like this. And this way, if we cruise over there, we're getting affected by the radiation, but yeah, see, it's clean now. See, this was radiated right here. Wait, does it move or something? Yeah, so we're getting radiation here, but we're able to run through it, and now it's clean. And then there should be another radiation thing right over here. Right? So, oh, okay. Another one probably in this area, I would assume. Yeah, right here. And then I think we were looking at on top of that island. Okay, we shouldn't die, right? Okay, hope not. All right, we're coming back into the zone. All right, that's our shield going away. And if we jump over here, then there should be a clean zone. I'm guessing, I don't know. Could be just totally wrong on this. But it looks clean. There's one of these holes in the map again. Oh, I guess it's not clean. All right, so what we can do here is we can say no radiation, like that. But yeah, there's another hole, and if I go in there, we will fall straight to the map, like forever. But yeah, so this is all radiated zone. That's got a little bubble of infection on it. So let's get out of this real quick. And once we get out of the radiation and then come back in, since we have the radiation mod turned on, it won't make the dying sound. So let me hop out real quick. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're cool. Okay, so let's go. Let's see, where should we go? Let's look around here. All right, so there's that thing over there. I think that's beyond the map. So right now, I think that's just like a picture or something. I don't know if that's actually anything we can go to. I don't see anything over here. There's a wolfram right there. There's one of my towers. That is the red base thing over there, whatever it's called. So let's see. Now there were some interesting structures over here somewhere, and that was a different material, and I'm looking for it. I can't find it. That right there is the calcium Where the heck did it go? We saw it when we ran over here in the previous episode, and I tried to cross this barrier without using a mod, and we saw the little, they look like dragons coming out of the ground, but I don't see where the heck they're at. Looks like a bridge thing right there. Let's just go down and see. Yeah, where the heck did they go? Maybe they're over here somewhere. I don't know. We'll just explore. See if we can find them. I don't know why it's doing this thing. Alright, let's just fall down. We're gonna go this way. I see that there is like an infection thing. Let's go check it out. So we should be coming into the radiation zone. Oh yeah, okay. Alright, so there's a little bridge, rock bridge thing. What the heck is this? Okay. Oh, we're in an infection. What the heck are those? Oh. Okay. I didn't know there's any bugs over here. So what are these right there? Can I destroy that? Oh, we can. Destroy that one?
Reloading.
Oh, we have like a couple of bugs. Let's see. What is that? Is that one too? Alright, so there's probably going to be some facility over here. It looks like. And, oh, we'll just destroy that. Somebody attacked me. I don't know where, though. Coming out of the ground. Oh, there he is. Okay. And see if we can, I guess, clear this area. So there's probably some kind of structure that's supposed to be here that isn't yet. Oh, there's a terminal. Hey, I must carefully file a complaint regarding convict. Okay, he refuses to cooperate in any way. Alright, you guys can read that. Get out. Okay. Get back. Well, that's cool. Did that guy look different? No. So, I don't see that we've cleared this area. Oh, there's those guys. Okay. Are there any more of these? Oh, there's one. Alright, let's look for... See if we can find all the little blobby things. Oh, I think we did it. Alright, we cleared the area. We got these guys that popped up. Okay.
Reloading.
I don't know why I'm jumping out of their way, but there we go. So we cleared that area. That's cool. I didn't expect to see any alien dudes over here. Alright, so now we've done a whole big circle over there. Let's go this way. And let's just do super jump. There's our station base thing over there. And now we're going into the radiation thing. So there's one of those holes that we can fall into. Yeah, see that rock? That's what that is. That's actually the bottom of that pillar of that rock. So these are the bottom of the assets in the game that we're seeing. And I don't know why these are holes. I bet these are going to be a map station right there. And I guess someone deleted them. And it just left a hole. But it's hard to say because there's a map station over here too. Look at all these. Wow. Okay. I think this area is safe also. So there's a few safe areas over here, but I can't remember. Whoa, I wonder what this area is going to be. Okay. Oh, here we go. Let's go over here. Now you guys will hear like a big thud, and that's going to be like the death zone. When we pass through it, you'll hear it. I haven't heard it just yet. You may see it in my shields, like will disappear. So here is another resource up here. Okay. So this is like oil, I guess.
Too hot to think.
Yeah, what does it say? Now, when you get in it, it gives you heat, which is weird because it's just oil. But there is a geyser in the middle, right there. Pretty cool. The way the oil looks and what it does on the screen, a very nice effect. But these, if we go to our drone, they're going to be able to put a resource down, like a whole bunch of them. So look at that. So this will be another resource in the game that we'll be able to use, right? And so we have Wolfram resource there, resources over there, which is titanium. And then there is another resource.
Too hot to think.
Someone pointed out to me at one point. I was trying to cross the other. Can't figure out where the heck it's at now. So I don't know where we're going. We're just skedaddling all over the place. We could reveal the map at the map stations. Next time I come across one, we'll try it out and see what happens. But let's go this way and see if we can find anything. There's a facility over here. Now, is that one that I've already been to? Oh, here's a map thing too. Let's cruise over to the map deal. And let's switch to this weapon. All right, let's get that and start this.
Geoscanner initialized.
Reload. Curious to see what pops up. If these map things get any harder or not, because normally they're not too difficult. Okay, here we go. We gotta protect it. Protect this thing. No. Go away. Oh, I don't know why I reloaded. Really? You guys. Oh, back up. Nope. Oh, bad time reload. Bad time reload. Okay. There we go. Is it done yet?
Too hot,
Oh, no.
I think.
It's not done. Oh my gosh. So we do have like one of those other bugs that are messing with us right now. Where is it? Oh shoot. We're gonna fail the map thing.
Too hot.
Get back, guys. Get away. Get away. Okay. Alright. Oh my gosh. Where's that bug at? It's way over there, man. Get away. Stop firing that other stuff at. Oh my gosh. I don't know what the. Let's just hurry. Oh man, it's almost there. I see you.
Too hot to think.
Okay, come on. Two more, one more. There we go. Antenna. Alright. Now these guys, man, these crazy things. They sit way over here and shoot that. There's another one way over there too. Look how far that guy is. That's alright. I'll get you with my jumping capabilities.
Changing max.
Super jump. Alright. Oh, there's another one. Died a bunch over here. All that crazy stuff.
Changing max.
Man, why is there so many? This one would have been hard. So I hope we get better weapons. Okay, so is it good? Now if we look at our map, oh yeah, it did reveal. Okay, but not too much. So okay, here's this. Let's go check this out. Let's see what this looks like. An infected building over here. And another. Wait, have I been? Wait, is this one that I've been to? What's over here? Oh my. Oh yeah, did you guys hear that? Look at that, we just crossed the death barrier. Alright, so normally there's radiation, and if I go this way, you guys see that? That's the instant death zone. So when you cross this, you'll die right there. You'll die instantly. So that's like the dev's backup death zone. So this is interesting. Little abandoned base over here. Looks like we don't have any bugs or anything in here. Okay. Nothing going on in here just yet. So looks like work in progress. And then this. Oh, what the heck? There's something over here too. Oh, the death thing. Okay. All right, so this is another unfinished thing. Oh, all right, we have some bugs coming up. This doesn't look like it's finished either. So there's nothing in here. I'm not worried about fighting all these guys. Just want to kind of look around. Oh, what is that over there? There's something way over there. Let's go check it out. Leave those guys back. And we'll just run. There we go. So we got a little bit of flat ground right here. And let's see. Okay, there's some kind of another dish, satellite dish over here. So we're going to bounce over to this area. We're just doing some quick exploration just to see what the devs, you know, are planning on doing. Give us a little bit of a look into things. What is that over there? There's like a hole in the ground. Whoa. Whoa, okay, that's part of unfinished map. That looks like a passage to some place. All right, let's go to this area. Oh, we're getting whatever this stuff is. Oh yeah, I think I remember being at this in the playtest, but it was more finished. So a lot of these places were actually here. So I guess the devs are like remove some stuff. Try to keep people like me from doing what we're doing. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here's that new stuff I was telling you about. So let's take a look at this. Look at these things, man. They look like some type of meteor or some type of, you know, Pokemon dragon looking thing coming out of the ground that's frozen in the ground. I don't really know, but it looks like a meteor slash creature all at the same time. But we can actually mine this stuff. So look at this, and we'll get a new material. Look at that, we got geothite ore. So we have geothite. How you say that? Geothite? So I'll just collect some of this until the thing overheats. I don't think that's going to do anything for us here. But yeah, there it is. Geothite ore. Raw material can be processed from and be processed with what? I don't know. But if we use this, we can see that while I can mine that, there's also spots to put down machines to mine this stuff as well. So that's cool. And we can do something with it, I guess. I don't know what. But interesting to see what we find in the upcoming updates. All right, let's keep on going. We're just going to keep going this way. And we have those pillars to check out. So we're kind of like over here on the map now. So we're about to start heading south. We're on the west side of the map. So, oh, okay. It changed like sky temperature all of a sudden. We're in like the little blood zone. Oh, geez. Am I going off the map? Oh, that's the death thing again. I feel like that way is off. Yep, there's a death thing again. Okay, let's go this way. Are we, which way? Yeah, here we go. All right, I feel like we've wandered too far. Let's get back towards the edge of the map where I don't want to miss any. Oh, there's something over here. Let's check out what this is. Okay. Oh, it's a big facility over here. Okay, I think I remember this from the playtest also. Maybe. Maybe not. This doesn't look like it's a radiated zone either. Oh yeah, I do remember this from the playtest. This is an area that's in the demo. So when you watch the I don't want to fall down there. But when you're playing the demo, maybe we should go down here. Okay, we're not. So, but when you're not when you're playing the demo, I'm sorry, but when you're watching their holy cow, did not mean to jump that high. So we have helium, titanium. But when they are showing the kind of like the demo of the game on the Steam page of what the game has, I think you can see that there's guys fighting in this area. So I don't know, but I think it's all together. It's not all busted up like this. So I don't know, but this looks like a main storyline area. Big manufacturing facility for a little bit of everything. There's a hole over there, but I think there was some big giant Goliath bugs over here last time I saw this area. Yeah, because I think I came in here and hid out. Like all of this was working. This was an open, yeah, that's right. This was an open facility or a functioning facility when I played this in a playtest. And when I say play this in a playtest, I actually figured out, along with many other people, how to get into the radiation zone without any mods or anything like that. We were able to walk through certain path areas to discover where the radiation was and wasn't. But the devs patched all that. And so we were able to like explore things that were more together, because I built like a whole base over here. So interesting. There's some kind of new machine, or is that a new machine? Oh, we're saving. It doesn't look like the normal. Maybe it is. It's just all messed up. Yeah, I guess it is. It looks like a different type of fabricator thing. All right, well, let's keep going. There's a lake over there. So let's check that out. And where are we at on the map? Okay, so there's a facility. Medium abandoned outpost. Moon Energy Corporation research outpost. All right, that sounds cool. Let's cruise this way and see what we have over here. Aha. So this is like a little oasis of sorts. Oh, there's a facility over here too. All right, so we're coming to this facility. Looks like another, oh my God, another abandoned thing. We got to watch out for that jump. This super jump can be problematic a little bit. So I don't think there's any bugs over here. I don't remember this area, but we do have a terminal. I don't believe that placing the base at a higher altitude was the best idea. It doesn't protect us from vermin attacks, and solar panels aren't generating any more power. Meanwhile, the terrain is tough. Going up and down the slopes is annoying, and my calves hurt every day. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're in that area where it's trying to instant kill us. There's more of those things down there. Okay, and there's a map station.
I'm detecting increased Rupture activity.
Uh-oh, we got a
Prepare for a
Rupture
wave.
activity. Oh, let's just keep going this way. Crazy trees. And there is another base tower over there. And looks like another oil pit. Here's one of my bases near the edge. That's near the beginning, I believe. Yep. So that's where I put a base. So let's see. There's the orbital lander right there. So we're right up there. I tried to put a base to come over here, but this whole area is radiated, even though it doesn't show it to us at the moment. But I want to go to, oh, there's a monolith. Okay, and cruise this way. All right, see if we can get to this other area before the rupture event happens. There is another tower over there. I mean, a map station. And we have a monolith right here. Okay. Now this one only has one little spout, so I'm kind of curious. Yeah, there's only one right there. Weird. All right, let's just keep going. Pretty cool though. And what do we have? Those are my, yeah, all my stations. Oh, there are the pillars. Let's get over. About to get hit by the rupture. We'll go get on this cliff. There we go. Stared in the eye. Oh, man, it's kind of like got a green haze to it.
Rupture's eruption has started. Prepare for impact.
Take a screenshot.
Extreme temperature detected.
Oh my gosh. All right. Okay, well, we're in extreme heat. So we can cruise around right now. So, it's pretty cool looking in this way. Look at those things. Man. Then we have this thing up here. So, anything up on top. There's another one of those holes in the map. So, I remember that there was some type of like hidden super cave thing. I don't know where that's at. I seem to remember it being like over here. No location. So I don't know, where are we at? Let's cruise this way. I remember that there was some special facility that was really high up. And it was like a whole different experience. I'm sure the devs removed it, but it was up high like this. And oh my gosh, it is
Planetary
dark.
temperature returning to normal.
Let me look around and see if I can find it. I think I may have found it. I think it's up on top of these pillars over here. So let's go around. So I remember doing this without all with like no mods having to do this. Yeah, here we go. So this place was totally like chaos, and it had like a ton of those flinger bugs. So, oh yeah, this place, man, the devs really did kind of like deconstruct all this stuff. That is crazy. Okay, man. Yep, they removed everything. I feel like it's my fault. Yeah, there was a whole big giant building right here that had all this storyline stuff. Now, the interesting thing is we couldn't read it because it was all in Polish. But it was like a whole thing of parkour that we had to do. So you have to jump to all of these things, and there were like these things down here and all of this stuff over here too. So there was like all this parkouring that we had to do onto these ledges over there, and then over here there was a whole thing, and then all at the same time having to fight crazy bugs. And then down below there would be a ton of bugs jumping up, but also those flinger bugs that were flinging the hot acid stuff onto us. So cool. Well, I'm glad to see this place is still here. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with it. It seems like it's in a more runic type shape, I guess, where it's just more destroyed. Oh, I wonder what's down there. Huh. Remember going through any of that, but all right, let's go more. That's way over here. Oh yeah, it is a place. High Rock, that's what it's called. Okay, well, we're gonna cruise over this section, and then that'll be our last stop. of exploration in the radiation zone. There should be a giant dome. We can see it from, if we're on this side of the map over here, at like where this map station is, and or maybe this one, I'm not really sure, but I think it's this map station. There's a cliff right here, and you can see there's a big dome over here that you can check out. So it looks like it's going to be something, but we're gonna go check it out. All right, guys, the planet is healing itself, and we're in like this cave thing over here. So let's jump up. So that's kind of like what that looks like. It's pretty cool. We got a drone right here. I haven't seen any drones. Drone wreck. We have a placeholder. Okay. The damage component of a drone could be worth something. Man, it's worth 40,000 crazy points. All right, I could use more of those. All right, let's keep on going and see. What's that? Oh, I think there's supposed to be a body right there, but I do not see it. Okay, that dome should be around here somewhere outside of this cavern here. Oh my gosh, I don't know why it's getting all lag spiky. I think things are rendering in because we're running so fast. It's kind of like lagging out. All right, cool. Aha, here we go. So we have another oil pit right there.
Too hot to think.
Let's jump across that. I need to
Too hot to think.
I need to adjust my, let's get this a little bit higher here. There we go. Okay. So here's that dome that I played back in one of the earlier play tests. So we weren't supposed to be able to do that. This whole area was still blocked off even back then, but there was a lot more going on over here. So there were several creatures, a bunch of the giant bugs, whatever they're called, and Goliath bugs, yeah. So this whole area was crazy hard to get through, but it looks like it's fairly abandoned now. So I think the devs pretty much turned all of these areas off. They also look like they're more of a wreck, I guess. Maybe it's because they have all the assets removed from these areas. But yeah, seems like the devs have really gone through to make sure we can't reveal any spoilers like we did last time. But that's okay. I get it. I'm really curious to see what they do with the next update and what kind of which section they open up, All right, so nothing over here, but this is kind of what this area looks like, and there should be a lot happening over here. We have different machines like inside of the calcium, so I don't think these are normal machines that we've seen before, so those look a little different, kind of curious. All right, well, let's go back here and see. If I remember right, there were a lot of drones and bodies laying around over here. I think there was a map station. I think those craters is where the monolith is supposed to be. And also this right here, this hole, I have a feeling is where a map station is supposed to be. I don't know what the heck that is down there. That is weird. Looks like some different type of plant. That's like the plants in the cave. Oh, maybe this is a cave access. I bet that's what that is, because those look like the plants that go in a cave, but it looks like really far down there. I don't know, but maybe this is where one of the cave access points will be. That's why it's a hole. Aha, I bet that's what that is. Because we're seeing map stations, but I don't think I've seen any caves. All right. Well, I don't think there's anything over here in this area. I believe that there is an arch, not like an arch, but like rocks. I don't know what to call it. Like a cavern kind of thing. I don't know. Right in between there that you can go through. But from what I understand, that's going to lead to basically undeveloped portions of the map. Let's go to this. Let's jump that up to 4. And then we can jump up here. Yeah, everything on the outside of this wall, that's going to be all undeveloped stuff. So over there too. So between that thing, that will be undeveloped. All right, cool. All right, well, there's one more spot that I'd like to check out that I remember from last time. So let's go take a look at that. It should be right over here. All right, so we have more of this geothite or whatever it's called. Oh, geez. God dang. That's that death barrier that they put in place. It scares the heck out of me. Yeah, so this is going to be another mining area for the geothite. Is that what it's called? I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, geothite, I guess. Okay. Over here, I think beyond this wall, we can get up on the other side. And there should be like an infected area. Aha, there it is. So let's look on the map. Yeah. All right, so we're going this way. So over here is where that White Lake area was. That's where those cliffs, that cliff base was. And this is where the dome right there was, I think, or maybe it was right here. Actually, I think the dome is right there. It's not on the map. Normally you can see this on the map, but I guess not. So that is where there's an affected area. Should be some bugs over there, but
I need water.
Let's go check out this other area real quick. Let's give my dude some water. Some food. Water, food.
Lunch is over.
Food.
Let's get back to work.
There we go. And there should be some craters over here too. So, oh yeah, there's one right over here. And if I remember right, there was like a body in the water in the middle that had some game stuff in him. Like, I don't know, some war bonds or something like that, but I don't see that he's in here. Huh. Alright. Yeah, the devs really removed everything. This should be sulfur on top of this, like a sulfur volcano. Ooh, there it is. Yep. Sulfur volcano. I didn't really realize, like, there are these plants here that you can get. I never get these soul hearts. Can't get it. There we go. Get out of there. Yikes, yikes. Okay. Alright. Enough of that. And yeah, I never actually get those soul hearts. It's weird. I thought I got 3. Are these more? There's none on there. Oh, I see. They have to be growing something. Like that one's growing right there.
Come here.
All right, cool. Man, there's actually quite a few in here. All right, so those. Yeah, look at that. It's a bunch. Huh.
That's a snack.
Interesting. I'm not sure what these are used to make. Some type of food item, like one of the main food things, or maybe we analyze it. I don't really know. I think it's a food thing though. So over here it's a bunch of trees. There should be a bunch of drone stuff, but I doubt it. I'm sure the devs removed it all. I just want to kind of look in these trees real quick. Yeah, I don't see anything besides just the normal grubblers. Got the normal grubblers, and that is about it. I think there are some bugs and a Goliath bug over here. It's supposed to be. But I don't see anything else. We do have some calcium to mine in this area over there. You guys can see. So that is a lot. Man, that's a lot. Holy cow. Got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe 12. Yeah, 12. Wow. That's huge. This would be a great area to build though. It's very flat over here. So this could be a good area when it opens up, you know? There's also a lot of titanium over here, and I think there's wolfram on that side. If I remember right. I think the wolfram's over there. I did actually build a base over here in my playtest version. You guys should check out the playtest, because I actually go through this whole area when there was more here and it was actually playable. Before the devs realized we could, you know, sneak ourselves over here. Oh yeah, there's Wolfram right there. And then there's more titanium over there. So it's a great area. It's very flat. So good place to build. And then if we run over to this thing, then we can check out bugs over here. Let's reload. Let's see if we can kill everything. And I don't know if there's any bugs or not, but we'll take a... Oh, yep, there are bugs. Okay. We'll go ahead and destroy all the little sack things. Infections. I don't know if it's going to do anything. Oh, there's one. And we're like the Flash. Oh my gosh. Okay. And oh god, sorry about the lag, guys. I'm actually have a
Reloading.
I have a video that I'm encoding in the background of this, so that's killing my performance at the moment. Probably shouldn't be playing the game and making recording a video, or not recording, but encoding a video on Adobe Premiere. Okay, so there's more over here, right? How do we get inside there? Up here? Oh gosh. My jump might be a little too high. Yikes. Okay. Let's go through this area. Is that the last one? I don't think it is. Oh wait, we have a console. Alright, initial recon shows no signs of the enemy in the area. I think they've mistaken on that one. This is not an ad, it's an offer for a better life. Okay, you guys can read that. Your health is your future. Okay. Bug. We're gonna hop over here. Oh my gosh, dude, hit. Freaking bug head, but me, man. Hey, get out of here. Okay, that should be the last one, right? Any console, anything in here to find? Get out of here. Yeah, that was the last one. Okay, cool. All right, let's go ahead and just back away. You guys can stay over there. I just wanted to check this area out, so we disinfected that. No Goliath bugs. What the heck? Oh, there it goes. That save feature, they got to work on that saving thing. It really hangs up the system when it saves. So cool. All right, well that's pretty much. I think. Oh, hey, look, we found another drone. What is that? Oh, it's 10,000. I'll take that. Hey, what you doing way over here? So yeah, guys. Well, I just wanted to show you guys around, and we've pretty much ventured all the way from the north over. Let's see, over here. So we went up, and there's like a safety zone that you can survive in. There's no radiation right here, so that's cool. I bet this is going to be the first place they open up in the game when they do an update. And then we ventured all the way over to here, and then we went directly south. It seems like there were some cliffs right here, so we couldn't really go over here, which I seem to remember that we were previously able to go over here and find stuff. So I don't know. Might have to look into that and see if I missed something over there, but I don't think I did. But maybe I did. I don't know. And then over here, you know, not too much going on. Some buildings and stuff, high rock, and some other facilities that we saw but weren't really completed yet. And then there's a dead body there and there, and a monolith. Huh. Okay. And then there's that place on a high rock, and then over here is where that dome is. So that dome is right on the other side of this thing right here. So there's the dome over there. And yep, and then there's that station, whatever that is, some kind of final game thing. I don't really know, but pretty cool. Really digging where this game's going. I'm excited to see these places open up now that the game is out in official early access. So be curious to see which section the devs open up next. And whoa, what's that? What the heck is that? That's a weird rock. Yeah, so that's weird looking. But anyway, you guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section of what you think of the area and what you're hoping to see in the game. And if you guys have any ideas on how to use that multi-storage that, you know, we were talking about earlier in the game, I'd be curious to see your thoughts and hear your ideas on how to implement that on our base. I don't really know how to use it just yet, so I'm trying to figure out the best way to use that thing. But yeah, let us know on that. And then also, you know, if you decide to use this deal, this is not like a sponsor thing, and this thing is free, by the way. They do have a paid version of this mod thing, and you guys can check it out. Oh my god, my cat is freaking out. So anyway, yeah, check out the mod. I'll put a link in the description below, and you guys check it out. There's a lot more to it. It has like a whole map thing that you can check out over here. I don't really know. It shows the whole main part of the map. It doesn't show any of the other areas that are in the radiation, which is interesting. So it does have the main part, and it actually, I guess, shows you basically where all the various things are, like where bugs are and where the loot is and all that stuff. So pretty cool, I guess. You know, if you want to use it, it's fairly, you know, it could spoil the game for you, so I would watch out on that. I haven't really been using it for any of those things. Just been trying to, I like the speed run, especially when I'm like building a big base. You know, it's helpful for that, and having the jump to be able to get around quickly, so that I'm not, you know, spending hours just running back and forth between all the different, you know, stuff on the base. Since our base is so huge, it's actually helped quite a bit over the past week or so that I've been using this. There is the Nexus mods as well, so I may do a thing on those and start looking at them and reviewing them, because they're supposed to have some pretty handy ones that are for the drone and for other things. But some of them I'm kind of worried about that could be game breaking, you know, if they do an update. So like there is like bigger storage and the ability to stack and do all these other things that, you know, are not really part of the game. And so I'm afraid if they do an update, then if you've made your base with all of the new storages and new things, then it could break everything. Same thing for the building height. It's supposed to have a mod for increasing the height that you can build, you know, and stack all of your build beams, you know, like these things right here. So instead of only being able to go like, you know, 3 high, I think you can actually go 4 high if you put a platform down and then you put one of these, and you can go, yeah, you can go 4 high basically. But there's a mod that allows you to go just indefinitely up, and, you know, as high as, I guess, as you want. But, you know, then if the devs release an update or something, then that might break, and I don't want to risk that, especially when I have like 75 hours in the game so far. So I don't really know. If we look on our save, yeah, I'm at 77 hours so far, and that is that's a lot of time. But anyway, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to end the video here. I appreciate you watching the series. Let me know your thoughts, and leave a comment below. Hit that like button and that bell notification to get notified when I post more, and also hit that hype button if you happen to see it. I'd really appreciate it. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot.